You guys ready for your next comedian of the evening? Let me hear you make some noise. We're going to complete the other side of this Oreo show. Coming to the stage next, he's a member of the improv group Blackout on this type of show, right? So, from the front to the back, left to right, start clapping up right now, everybody. Come on, give some energy. Right now. Give it up for Mr. Sherman.
Hey everybody, what's up? Facebook, huh? That's a common interest, I think. I joined a group recently called I'm an Edwards, because that's my name, Sherman Edwards. And in the group, they were talking about like the origin of the name Edwards. And so someone started off this comment thread, and they were like, "Hey, Edwards, it comes from Wales." And someone else jumped in like, "Oh, cool! That means we're all descended from Welsh people." And someone else came like, "Isn't that cool? We're all descended from Welsh people. Isn't that great being descended from Welsh people?" And I'm reading this thread. I'm not gonna say anything just yet. So I just kind of let it go for a little bit. But they're still saying the same thing over and over again. So I was like, all right, it's time to chime in. So I come in and I say, well, I don't think I'm descended from a Welsh person. I might be descended from like a Welsh slave owner or something. And that stopped the comment thread. I single-handedly shut down a Facebook group. I'm pretty proud of that. Pretty proud of that. That's pretty good. I don't want to call it stalking, but have you ever like done research on somebody on Facebook? Maybe like before you were even friends with them on Facebook, and then you have to talk to them in real life and act like you don't know what they're talking about, and then you totally do because you've done your research. Just making sure I wasn't alone on that. We're not weird. We're not weird people. Don't worry about it. I think it was like a year ago. They were asking ladies on Facebook to post as their Facebook status the color of their bra. People remember that? It's for like breast cancer awareness. They asked a similar thing for guys. They sent like a little message and they're like, "Hey guys, for your Facebook status today, I want you to post the song you like to have sex to the most as your Facebook status." Now, I'm not one to normally participate in these kind of things, but I was like, I'll do it, whatever. So that day, my Facebook status was, "Come Together," the Beatles. Because, you know, the bass line's nice, good bass line, the Beatles are great. The song's called "Come Together," that's why I did it. Anyone friends with their mom on Facebook? Because I am. She saw that Facebook status, didn't know why I put it up, and she immediately responded with, "Right now, over me." I did not respond the way you did. That's not what I did. So, being black's cool, huh? Right? Yeah. All right. You all relate to that, I know. I can tell. I like it whenever I'm like the only black guy at a show. Like especially if there's like a racially charged joke involved. Because then I'm in charge of whether or not that joke's funny. I'll be there watching a show and they'll be like, "Oh, let's go hang that black dude from a tree." Like the Matrix, all the white people stop mid-laugh. They're like, "Ha ha." And they're all checking on me, waiting to see my judgment, to see what I thought about that moment. Like I'm the Caesar at the Roman Colosseum or something. I'm just like, no. Do not laugh at that joke. Poor taste. But you don't have to be black for that joke to work. I'm actually mixed. I'm Obama black. My mom's from Puerto Rico, but I actually don't have any Puerto Rican jokes, so for the rest of the evening, for all intents and purposes, I'm black. And that's what it's gonna be. I like it when racism gets used for good. That's always fun. I was in I was in Grayslake, and I was out there filming. I was filming an independent film that none of you will ever see, so don't look it up. But I was out there, and I got lost right away. I'm looking for Neville Street, and I can't find it. And I'm walking around everywhere, and I see this restaurant. So I go in the restaurant. I'm like, hey, I'm looking for Neville Street. Have you seen it? And the guy in the restaurant's like, no, sorry. I'm like, ugh. So I go outside, it starts raining like in the movies, and I'm like, why? And I'm at the intersection, getting ready to cross the street. All of a sudden, this really nice SUV pulls up, and the window lowers, and this guy, he leans out the window, and he says to me, hey, are you hungry? So I said, what? And he goes, cause I saw you in the restaurant asking for food. And I was like, no, I'm an actor, I'm in town, I'm filming a movie, you're gonna hear about it. I'm looking for Neville Street. Have you seen Neville Street? And he goes, mm-hmm. Want some food? He did that. So I, of course, said, what do you got? And he gave it to me, and in this bag was 2 orders of fried chicken and an orange soda. He saw me and he bought that. He was like, man, that poor black guy. What's gonna make his day? 2 orders of fried chicken and a large soda. And it did. It made my day. I sat there and I ate that fried chicken and drank that orange soda on the curb in the rain like the homeless guy that he thought I was. And it was great. Actually, I just got my light, and I'm sure most of you are aware you get the light, and that means comics have to wrap up whatever they're doing. I was doing a show recently, and a comic was great, and he saw like a light flash off of like someone's watch, and he was like, "Oh, is that my time? Do I have to wrap it up?" And he started flipping out on this person's arm. And I thought it'd be really funny if all comics were just hardwired to wrap up whatever they're doing whenever they saw a light. They're like at a party with a comic, they flash a light, and you're like, "Oh, well, I'll leave you with this one." And you're like having sex, and you're doing all great and stuff, and she like flashes a light, and like, "That's my time. My name's Sherman. I'm 2 weeks great. I'll be in Twitter. Good night."